Ya, pelancaran.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you here today. Selamat pagi, ladies and gentlemen, please give me a big round of applause for joining us here on this beautiful morning. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I'd like to take this moment to extend a very warm welcome to some of our key guests who are joining us here today. Of course, a very special warm welcome to Dr. Sri Benyo, our Executive Chairman of Burma's Ultra Berhad. Let's give him a big cheer, ladies and gentlemen. Very warm welcome. Also joining us here today, a very special welcome, Dr. Francis Lee, our Group Chief Executive Officer of Burma's Ultra Berhad. Dr. Sri Normanton, Director for Business Development of Burma's Motor Subsidiary Berhad. Everyone's looking very dashing, by the way. Also joining us, let's hear it for Dr. Wong Kin Fu, Director for Group Operations. And the beautiful rose amongst the thorns, if I can say that today, of course, the very lovely Miss V. I Hun, the Director for Marketing of Burma's Ultra Berhad. And over here on my right, ladies and gentlemen, we're very pleased to welcome Mr. Yunori Tanaka, our Managing Executive Officer and President for Mazda Southeast Asia Limited. And last but not least, a very special warm welcome to Mr. Hiroshi Shiba, General Manager for Global Sales Planning Department. Yang berbahagia, Datin, to all our media friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to officially welcome you to the launch of the new Mazda CX30. Make some noise! Yeah! My name is Nadia Heng, and I am thrilled to be able to keep you company for today's very momentous launch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Today we celebrate the arrival of the new Mazda CX30 crossover that is imbued and built upon innovative technology, ladies and gentlemen, the innovative Sky Active Technology Plus, a full suite of iActive Sense advanced safety features that delivers you an exceptional ride like no other. But here's the thing, besides that, of course, the new Mazda CX-30 is not just an aesthetic, beautiful triumph, but it is also a very practical one that is built purposefully from the finest details down to its functionality, giving you a comfortable ride for you and your family. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to officially begin today's event. So please join me in giving a hearty warm welcome to Dr. Sri Benyo, our Executive Chairman of Burma's Ultra Berhad, to deliver his opening address. A very warm welcome, Dr. Sri.
Good morning. It's nice to see familiar face. Again, good morning, distinguished guests from the media, Mr. Tahniah, Mr. Shiba, from Mazda Corporation, Dr. Francis, Dr. Robin, my fellow directors, dealers, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks another progress in our local production, that is the CX30. This is the third model of the SUV to be locally produced following the CX-5 and the CX-8. The CX-30 is a new generation product which emphasizes on design, practicality, connectivity, safety, and recyclable material. The CX-30 also meets the most stringent emission standards of a small SUV. Initial introduction to the domestic market was in a CBU 4. The vehicle was well accepted, and the popularity actually started with us negotiating for a CKD program. And I'm glad that we are able to do this CKD program, as it is part and parcel of complying with the government's regulation. The CKD program will also mean that we will be able to have more participation from the local vendors. The local vendors have had some experience after the production of the CX-5 and CX-8. They have been accustomed to the most monosukri concept of manufacturing. The technology, the techniques, and the methodology of producing small volume and high value vehicles. These vehicles were produced competitively, and as such, we are in a position to export these vehicles into the regional market. The CX-5 and the CX-8 is now exported to Thailand, Indonesia, Cambodia, and the Philippines. But the CX-30 is basically for the domestic market. When we started importing the CBU, this was during the disruptive market situation last year, and we had some hangover orders. Now today, the CKD production will be able to fulfill some of these orders. Of course, the new orders, which are encouraging, will have a little bit of issue in terms of the deliveries. But we are actually improving the situation by ramping up the production. We have in Inocom our own manufacturing facility, a Mazda plant within the Inocom production facility. And we will be improving the output. And if this program is successful, MC will be looking at opportunities to create more localization and industrial activities for the Mazda program. And we are looking forward to the success of this CX-30. Of course, the CX-30, with the high localization, is very competitive in terms of the price point. This is because of the governmental incentives accorded for products that are manufactured in Malaysia.
Ya, betul, yang sebelum ni dia license CBU, jadi sekarang dia dapat buat CKD pula lah.
The CKD model is slightly different from that of the CBU. And I hope that today you will take the opportunity to view the different specifications and the variants available.
Mileage macam mana?
This is
dia punya fuel economy ya. Fuel economy mungkin sama kot.
SUV. So please take the opportunity to have a look at our vehicle, and I'm sure you'll be able to judge and see whether this small SUV meets your expectation. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand to Dato Sri Benyo. Thank you for those wonderful warm words of welcome. I dare say the new Mazda CX-30 is certainly looks like it's set up for success. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time, the pinnacle of today's event. I'd like to invite our media friends. Please feel free to get your cameras ready because the moment we've been waiting for is finally here. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I present to you the new Mazda CX-30.
Okay, very good.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, let's hold a hand presenting the new Mazda CX-30 Express Photo design, which translates into the soul of motion, a beauty that is bound to turn heads wherever she goes. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, our media friends, please feel free to come forward with your cameras, as we would now like to welcome our VIPs to kindly join us for the official photo opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage, or to my right-hand side right over here, I'd like to welcome Dato Sri Benyo, Dato Francis Lee, Dato Sri Robin Tan, and Dato Wong Kim Fu. Gentlemen, if you'd kindly make your way right over here to the left-hand side of the vehicle. And over to the right-hand side of the vehicle, I would now like to call upon Ms. Lee Ai-kun, Mr. Hironori Tanaka, and Mr. Hiroshi Shiba. All right. Well, to our media friends, videographers, photographers, we can have everyone a little bit closer together, a little bit tighter. Very nice. And now we're going to face our official photographer first, Andy, right here in the center. Let's all look towards the middle first, towards our official photographer. Big smiles, everyone. This is it. The moment that we have been waiting for, and of course, it's only fitting to capture this one for the photo album. Big smile straight ahead, keep looking into our official camera lens. All right, now we're going to start to look towards the left-hand side. We're going to have all of you facing the left-hand side, all our photographers towards the left. Let's keep that smile. Brilliant, dancing smiles for the cameras. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. After this, we have a product presentation coming up in a moment. Now, over to the right-hand side, if we can have all of you facing the media friends on the right. Keep looking towards the right. And I think we're going to capture this one on video shortly too. Keep smiling. All right, and I do believe we've got some videographers as well. Would you like to capture this moment? All right, should we have a thumbs up? Would you like a thumbs up? Let's do one with a thumbs up, everyone. For our official photographer in the center, the final shots for Andy right there. Big smiles. And we got one last one, so don't go anywhere for our videographer. All right, so thumbs up, everyone. We're going to look towards this gentleman here, our videographer in 3, 2, 1. Smile, thumbs up, everyone. Woohoo! And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, let's give another big round of applause. Thank you very much to our VIPs. I'd like to invite you all back to your seats. We still have more to come, so ladies and gentlemen, please don't go anywhere. There will be time after the press conference to take some pictures. But for now, as our VIPs slowly make their way back to their seats, I'd like to invite our media friends to go ahead and return to your seats as well. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time after the PC to continue to capture this magnificent beauty. But for now, here to walk us through the fine details and give us an in-depth look of the new Mazda CX30. Ladies and gentlemen, here to give us a little walkthrough, please welcome Mr. Sean Siu. Sean, over to you. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sean Siu.
Good day, dear friends, and welcome to the new Mazda CX30. The CX30 is a compact crossover SUV that embodies Mazda's desire to enrich the lives of customers and helping them live a radiant life. It's infused with beauty that stimulates the senses and encourages creativity. The CX30 has a bold strength of an SUV and the sleek proportions of a coupe. It is of the evolved Kodo design, and even as it shows motion from a standstill, the design has evolved to a new way of expressing life, elevating it to the level of car as art. Have a look at the sides. You can see on the models here, with each passing angle, the reflection of light and shadow dances across the body surface. This brings it to life, as it were, a living creature. There's really nothing like it anywhere else. And that is one of the unique essence of the evolved Kodo design, and we hope you take a moment later to appreciate it up close. The CX30 has a refined and quiet interior space that provides pleasant time for all. The high-quality interior offers excellent conversational clarity, and the engineered sound system is equal to that of the sound studio room due to the optimal speaker positioning within the dashboard. Mazda's philosophy of Jinba Itai creates a oneness between the CX30 and the driver, such as the symmetrical cockpit layout positioned around the driver, helping the driver interact with the controls, as well as being able to position the vehicle on the road in the most seamless and intuitive way.
Nanti kita tanya.
Other touch points and buttons are measured to provide the most consistent and pleasant feel uniquely to Mazda. The CX30 is also designed to enable you to drive with peace of mind. The seats are structured in orthopedics to allow a healthy posture and natural spine. And working with harmony with the cockpit design and excellent visibility, it allows the driver and passengers to relax and enjoy the ride. Of note to the new CX30 we have today, the Active Sense has been expanded to include Front Cross Traffic Alert, or FCTA, and Cruising and Traffic Support, or CTS, in which it provides steering assist during slow traffic. Also, the Mazda Radar Cruise Control, or as you know as the MRCC, now comes with the stop and go function,
stop and go,
as well as driver monitoring, which utilizes facial recognition to respond and assess driver fatigue on driving.
So ada driver monitoring, ada
The new
education lah.
Mazda
Kalau
CX-30
mengantuk dia akan
aims
bunyi
to
lah.
bring greater pleasure and
Apa nama
radiance
tu?
to the
Peringatan lah
lifestyles
untuk
of
sore hari.
all our Mazda customers. And that concludes the quick presentation. Thank you all and have a good day.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand to Mr. Sean Stew. Thank you, Mr. Stew, for walking us through the wonderful highlights and features of the new Mazda CX-30. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we conclude the formalities here. But I'd now like to invite our VIPs, our investors, and our media friends to join us upstairs. You can take the escalator that's just behind me and make your way up to Athens for today's press conference, where we'll be taking your questions. And to the rest of our guests, we'd like to invite you to head up the escalator and just keep walking straight towards Madam Kwan's for lunch. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please give ourselves another big round of applause. Thank you for joining us here today for this milestone occasion for the official launch of the new Mazda CX-30. Thank you very much, and to our media friends, VIPs, and investors. I shall see you upstairs at Athens on the ground floor. Thank you.
Stop and go dia kata tadi ada stop and go. Oh sorry, yang kita beli CDU, CDU tak ada, betul lah. Jadi sampai 30 aja, level 1.5 kan. Okay, kita begini atas seat untuk sidang media. Dan kita akan turun balik lah untuk tengok kereta dengan lebih dekat lagi. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan saya tanya, boleh beritahu. So changes are the adaptive cruise control.
Improved eye active sense, new updates, the powertrains, the diesel is gone, all-wheel drive models are gone.
All the what?
The all-wheel drive models are gone, the diesel is gone.
Front-wheel drive only lah.
Yes. Lepas tu, there's been a variant shake-up where there's no longer the core models, now it's just standard, mid, high, plus, and then high plus. Not entirely sure what that means.
So one engine only lah tinggal?
Yes, all 2 liters.
All? 1.5. I see. So dapat enjin besar, 2 liter sekarang, dan stop and go adaptive cruise control. And then tadi dia sebut pasal sound system ke apa benda tak, mungkin situlah aku ada some minor upgrade on the entertainment system. Ayo. Anak tanya Malaysia. Anak suruh tanya EV-nya planning Malaysia. Mazda memang Mazda kat Tokyo pun tak apa nak ada lagi. Tak apalah, ada orang Jepun ini kan. Kita boleh tanya sikit lah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. As our media friends, please feel free to take a seat, breathe easy. We'll be starting the press conference in just a moment. So, once again, feel free to set up your cameras or video cameras for that matter. Hello and welcome to our new friends. Feel free to grab a seat. It's free and easy. So of course we'd like to encourage you, of course, the best seats are probably right up front, so go ahead and fill those up. And feel free to go ahead and set up your cameras and video cameras as well.
So during your MX30, surprising
It's not like a DB.
the problem is it's a long time, long ride. If the structure is a lot more, it's probably not at this stage.
Let's get to our new friends. Please feel free to go ahead and take your seats and sign.
There's only a way to extend the range.
Range
extended.
Yeah.
It's not available with the same incentive.
Welcome, welcome, starting your team. Feel free to grab a seat. Center here to my left as well. So make yourself comfortable. We'll be starting in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Policy that
Ajay.
policy.
6 months later.
Sorry, when coming up, they say next weekend. Every weekend.
Well, just ready to get started. Just gonna wait on one or two more of your friends. I think you might just like to join us.
How much you are? A bit away, but
Yeah, I do. I give this. Yeah, I give.
oh.
Yeah, sure. Yes. Just
Yeah, the light goes there.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to all our dear friends for joining us for today's press conference. Before we begin, of course, allow me to once again introduce our panel of speakers who will be delighted to answer your questions. Of course, we've got Dr. Sri Ganyo, our Executive Chairman for Mazda Berhad. Also joining us is Dr. Francis Lee, our Chief Executive Officer of Burma's Mazda Berhad. Over here we have Dr. Wong Jin-Fu, Director for Group Operations. And last but not least, we're delighted to also welcome Ms. Lee Ai-Kun, our Director for Marketing for Mazda Berhad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we open the floor to questions, just a gentle reminder, we will actually have our team come over to you. You just need to raise your hand if you have a question. We'll come to you with a microphone. Just please remember to state your name, the title or publication, and of course followed by your question. So with that, let's open the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any questions? Right, I think we've got the mic back here. Over to you, sir.
Morning. Congratulations on the sales that you will be assembled. We always welcome local assembly because that gives more jobs to the locals, and I am from Kulim. So my question is, how many percent of the car is now local content? And expected value of your spending on local content?
Okay. I think I'll answer this question. Not very specific to the CX30. But in principle, I think we have a incentive scheme known as the industrial adjustment. And this industrial adjustment policy actually accorded incentives and encourage incentives for localization. So what we do is that we try and increase our local content as much as possible so that we can knock off the excise duty. The excise duty, as you are aware, is about 75%. And that's also a sales tax. So if you reduce the excise duty, that the overall price point, retail price point, will drop accordingly. And for the CX30, we do the localization is dangerous. I think in terms of the cost content, we are within the region of 40% cost content, right? And it involves also the investment costs, amortized over per unit, the local parts supplied by our local vendors, and also some additional local procurement for the manufacturing of and assembly of this vehicle. Having said that, the ASEAN Free Trade Agreement entitles the vehicles to be moved within the ASEAN, circumventing the tariff and non-tariff tariffs. And our CX5 and CX8, as you are aware, is now being exported to Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, and also Cambodia. So in order to meet that, the local cost content should be above 40%. But for the CX30, this is basically for the domestic market, because the volume output won't be able to meet the current domestic demand. We have a hangover of a demand from the CDU, initial CDU orders, which we could not fulfill because of the disruptive environment. And we have converted a lot of these CDU orders into CKD. And I mean, people are very happy, consumers are very happy because there's a substantial price difference, and also there's some spec improvement. Okay.
If you understand, say a value that you spend on local.
Well, in every program, in assembly program, the basic assembly program, that's only the body shop. You make a regular jigs and fixtures, the welding pans, and some other toolings. Now, the minimum requirement will be in the region of 15 to 20,000, depending on the complexity of the assembly processes. Now, this is only the body shop. In the trim and final line, as well as the painting line, there are other additional facilities. And this is only dedicated equipment for the production of the CX30.
Thank you very much, Mr. Street. If we have another question, let's get to the state maintenance.
Sorry, 15 to 10 million.
That's what I thought.
Congratulations on the launch of the CX30. We understand CD operations is no doubt strength. So one of the things you mentioned earlier is that large number of orders for CD. In your own words, could you let us know sort of how the customers reacted to the changes? I understand that also means some variant drops and some streamlining of product offering. So could you explain how the customers reacted firstly? And secondly, given the Burma's position that it's a plant, Kulim is a plant within a plant, and you also mentioned that have a free trade agreement. Does Burma's foresee further growth at the Kulim plant to capitalize on its position within the ASEAN free trade zone, or to create more jobs and make better value for the plant and also within the local?
Good. Well, the first question is the CBU overhang and the carryover orders for the CKD. Yeah, so far we have no issues. I think the consumers are quite happy. Basically, I think that if the production from Inocom plant, which is actually plant within the plant as far as Mazda is concerned, we share only common facilities like the paint shop, but the trim and button line is actually a dedicated Mazda operation. And in terms of quality, it meets the standards, Mazda standards, because we export cars within the region as a Mazda product. So you must meet the stringent quality standards, standards of Mazda. And besides, they have occasional audits, and there are engineers down there to supervise. And so I don't believe there is any difference between the CBU and CKD. The difference is basically the price. There is a substantial price difference because of the incentives accorded by the government for the local content portion, which is knocked off against the excise duty. And it will be compounded also as a result of the sales tax, which is 10%. So in terms of the price point, it's very competitive. And when we convert that from CBU to CKD, with the value proposition, the consumers definitely will accept it. And they have and will be very happy that we are able to give them a product that is of higher specification for the same amount or even lower than what we pay. Right? Now, the other question is you're talking about improving the capacity, right? Yes, there is various steps being taken to increase the production capacity, both from our dedicated facilities as well as in Inocom itself. We share the Inocom plant in terms of the common facility, like the paint shop, and the paint shop is going to be improved, and also additional facilities will be incorporated to make sure that the production capacity is increased, not only for us, but for the total production capacity of Inocom, because they also produce other products and within the plant itself.
Thank you very much. Now, next question. Yes, sir.
Morning. Dr. Ben, you announced this CX30 and the CKD program back in 2019. Did the pandemic affect the time frame, whether you had actually planned to launch earlier? That's the first question. Concerning the factory, can you talk a bit more about plant within a plant, because you always use that term, and common paint shop. So the paint shop obviously meets Mazda standards. Does that mean that all the other brands also enjoy the Mazda standard, like your Kia product or BMW product?
All right, I think I'll answer the question of why was the I guess we all know the pandemic, all of us lost 2 years, right? So that's something that's well known. I wouldn't dwell on that. But coming to the question of plant within a plant, we have an assembly plant which is dedicated strictly to Mazda. The people are trained, the employees there are all dedicated to the Mazda production. And we also have installed a dedicated paint facility for Mazda only. And this is to paint the special colors like the red and the grey. So these are all dedicated Mazda colors. And it is a special painting process. And as such, we invested a new paint shop, low volume paint shop. But as far as the standard paint shop is concerned, it involves the ED line, as well as the robotic painting line. Now, this is a common line, not only for Mazda, but fortunately, Mazda has been using it all the time because before the introduction of Kia, Mazda was the only one doing the painting, and we had a lot of assistance from engineers of Mazda to improve the painting process. And just recently, a couple of years ago, we actually changed those robots. And they are able to meet the Mazda standards. So it's good enough for Mazda, it's good enough for the rest. But coming back to BMW, they can't be painted body. So the only people who are using the paint shop is Mazda, Kia, and Hyundai.
So there's a separate line for special colors.
Yes, there's a special paint shop for special colors.
Paint shop number 2. I see. That's for special color only, as Mazda only.
For Mazda, because it's a patented color.
Thank you very much, Dr. for sharing. I believe we've got another question. Over to you.
Hi, Bobby here. Is there an estimated figure of the total economic contribution of Permas Group to Malaysia, including the downstream suppliers and all that? That's my first question. Second is, how much export revenue that Permas as a group is contributing to Malaysia? Do you have these rough figures?
Okay, I don't think I'll be in a position to give that, but I will, in general, tell you what are the basic contributions that the Mazda program has brought to the industry. Number one is that by having the Mazda program in Malaysia, there's a lot of localization activities. And we also created a lot of joint ventures and technical collaboration between the Mazda vendors located in Hiroshima and our local vendors. Of course, we are all aware that our local vendors are already supplying componentries to the national cars and also to some of the local assemblers. But this new involvement with Mazda is very unique in the sense that they learn a lot of manufacturing techniques and know-how in order to be competitive. Small volume manufacturing, right? So this is basically, you heard of Monosukuri. It's a manufacturing technique which comes from Japan. And the basic idea of this manufacturing technique is to be very passionate about it, to see how well we can be productive with a low cost. And that kind of technique and methodology has been passed to the industry, to most of the vendors that are supplying to us. The traditional idea of competitiveness is always economy of scale. Everybody thought economy of scale, but we now manufacturing techniques in metallurgy, we are able to produce components at low volume, high value, and competitively. As a result, we are able to competitively export our products under the ASEAN Free Trade Agreement to countries like Thailand in particular. Initially was a higher volume to Thailand, and then the Philippines, Indonesia, and to a small extent, Cambodia and Laos.
What was the rough volume?
Export volume is, we have the export volumes. We export about almost 30% initially of our total production volumes. So we produce those days about close to 20,000. So if you total production, so if you look at the volume of it for the export, okay, is about 7,000 to 8,000 units per annum, which we, even though it's very small, we are the biggest exporter.
In terms of US dollar, what sort of, I mean, roughly talking about contribution to Malaysia?
I mean, it's difficult to estimate, but if you look at the value of the CX5, I would say that without the duties, it will be approximately around about 100, with an average of 100 or 110 per ringgit. In very rough figures, it will be about 19 to 20 US dollars per unit. So you multiply that the number of units there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, do you have any further questions? Please feel free to raise your hand. Okay, I think we've got a question over here. Oh, all right. We'll start with the corner. We've got one over here.
I'm just looking
So 8 to 9,000 units multiplied by US 19 to 20.
Hi, I'm here. I'm behind you, so I'm Justin from the H here. So my question is, I want to know that how many stocks that are still yet to deliver to customers for those who are entitled with SSD exemptions so far. And also my second is, looking at your results, we have been enjoying the high growth for the past few quarters. Do you see the current high growth is sustainable going forward with the hands after you deliver all the SSD exemptions car to the for the all car owners? And what are the drivers you are going to see? What are the downside or the upside you see going forward for progress and progress?
Well, I think the back orders is already well known that we have outstanding back orders of 6,000 units, and now with the addition of the initial orders for the CX30 is reaching about 7,000 units. And out of the 7,000 units, about 3,000 units approximately is that those that will be under the Pelancatan or the tax exemptions for the 3,000.
Thank you very much. We've got time for two last questions. We're going to take this one over here.
And going forward, whether it's sustainable or not. Yeah, of course, we are in business. We look at the market and we look at the segment that we are very competitive. And that's why we invested in the CX30. So we have 3 SUVs that already very popular within their segment. The CX30 is now gathering a lot of initial orders and a lot of enthusiasm from the market. The CX5 has always been there. It's quite an established product. The CX30 has expansion. It's the second of our local production, and it is a 7-seater. Of course, the volume within that segment is not that significant, but yes, we are consistently within the leadership in the market segment of that category.
Thank you very much, Justin, for your question. Thank you, Dr. Sri, for answering it. I believe we're going to take a question over here. And after this, we have time for one final question.
Morning, Dr. Arjun from Markham. Given the overall price and value of the CX30, do you see your customers moving from the CX5 to the CX30 and vice versa? Given that it's a small price overlap between the two vehicles?
Yeah, I think if you look at the vehicle in terms of the size, right? Those who prefer a smaller SUV will definitely move over to the CX30. And those who traditionally family members, they prefer a little bit bigger SUV, a mid-size SUV, they will stay on with the CX5, of course. So there won't be cannibalization. If there is also, it will be very small, but then the market is expanding in terms of the CX30 segment, and that's where we are more interested in the lower segment and the expanding segment of the CX30. Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, time for one final question. Please raise your hand. Perhaps anyone else? Okay. Sure.
So the new car has a spec upgrade in terms of the cruise control ADAS that's now level 2. There's a question from our viewer who's asking whether, because they bought the CBU model, it's possible to upgrade their cars to get the step 2 or the cruise control. Is there software only or is there hardware requirement?
I think in terms of conversion, it's a bit difficult because, as you know, these are all software systems, and the hardware basically are either they are radar or the sonic sensors. So it needs a lot of calibration. It's not just changing the componentries, but it needs a lot of calibration. So we wouldn't advise against it.
All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're going to wrap up our press conference. Thank you so much, VIPs. Please give yourselves a big round of applause. And of course, for our panel speakers, thank you for taking the time to answer all the questions. And thank you all for your questions as well. That being said, Tahniah friends, please feel free to continue to stay back. Lunch will be served right here at Aston's. And on behalf of the entire organizing committee, thank you very much for your presence. We truly hope you've enjoyed yourselves here today. My name is Nadia Haynes, signing off. Until next time. Thank you very much, everyone.
So let's go down and take a look at the car lah. Bawa juga. Tengok kereta kita. Alright.
Boleh lah, tapi mahal.
Oh ya. Additional, a lot of additional sensors.
Oh, the sensors are different.
Oh, different sensors.
The calibration is the most. You know, to calibrate this, actually you need good calibrated machine.
But you do that for accident repair, right? When you do accident, so you can do it, but it's expensive.
Lunch will be served shortly. So
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go look at the cars. Let's go downstairs. Okay, so itu dia punya press conference tadi. Kereta tu dia punya spec different, dia ADAS tu nampaknya memang boleh buat sebab bila dia orang buat accident repair, dia orang boleh buat ganti and replace and recalibrate balik. Untuk ADAS ni calibration dia lah. Kalau kata hang punya cermin pecah pun, kena hantar ke tempat dia boleh recalibrate balik dia punya kamera tu. Takut kalau angle salah nanti dia punya bacaan tak betul lah. Dia akan lari berapa kaki, takut dia tak betul lah, tak nak baca betul. Especially untuk sampai ADAS level 2.0, dia akan boleh ikut kereta dalam traffic, so dia punya jarak tu lebih kritikal lah. So memang calibration tu yang jadi isu. Itu ada kawan kita, dia punya MG ZS EV, cermin pecah, crack lah. Lepas tu nak kena tukar cermin tu, kena pergi ke Thailand sebab MG tak ada workshop lagi di Malaysia. So you have to take it to Thailand to replace the mirror, the glass, and then do recalibration. So tu je lah. But other than that, benda tu boleh buat. Cuma cost dia lah kalau nak buat. Kena pergi tanya Mazda betul-betul lah. Find out berapa ongkosnya bang, ongkosnya. Ceritanya ongkos lah benda tu. Kejap. Harga semua saya tak baca lagi press release dia pun. Dapat ni kita terus. Sekejap Okay. So ni dia kereta dia. Ada? Oh, go test. Okay. Press kit ada tak? Ada press kit?
Tapi boleh pergi pas fokus ke?
Dah pergi dah balik dah. Alamak. Tak apalah, kita pergi tengok je lah kereta. So, ya. So, jom kita tengok sekejap kereta. So, ni ialah dia punya versi CKD lah, yang CX30 ni. Of course, CX30 ni ialah current generation punya kereta Mazda. Dia tambah kosong kat belakang kan, jadi yang 5 jadi 50, 3 jadi 30 lah. So, Mazda ni dia punya leceh susah dia, ialah color dia, special color. Dia ada dua special color ni, yang candy red ni pun special color. Dan seperti yang kita dengar tadi, dia memang ada special line lah dekat Kulim untuk cat benda ni. Dan memang special paint color ni dia akan memerlukan proses yang special lah. So dekat sini kita tengok dia memang paint quality dia quite good. So untuk kereta yang itulah benda yang antara benda yang susah. Dan kalau dikilang kereta pun the paint shop lah benda yang akan memperlahankan proses pemasangan, sebab proses mengecat tu adalah sukar. Especially nak dapat dari segi kualiti lah. Permukaan cat tu kalau tak dibuat dengan betul, satu akan bergerutu dan keduanya nak mencapai warna yang sama, konsisten. Ni nampak macam benda ni kita tak kisah sangat, rasa macam senang je, tapi kereta moden sekarang ni dia punya permukaan tak semuanya sama. Contoh bila-bila bertemu bahagian yang plastik dengan bahagian yang logam, warna dan kemasan cat tu boleh berbeza-beza, boleh lari ya. So kita tengok yang ni bila ada special color dia menjadi lebih susah lah. Tadi ada kawan saya suruh tengokkan dia punya panel gaps. Jadi panel gaps ni memang salah satu kita kata dia punya the blue M&M's lah kan. Kalau kita Van Halen tu, dia dulu masa konsert dia minta blue M&M semua dibuang. So dia punya syarat dan terma kontrak konsert dia lah untuk mereka yang memasang pentas konsert dia. Dan dia punya operation, dia letak terma tu sebagai satu terma yang kecil. Jadi dia tak make a big hoo-ha about it, tapi dia pergi dia akan check benda tu. Bila dia check benda tu, dia tahulah sama ada operator konsert tu ataupun yang memasang kemah dia punya concert stage dia tu teliti ataupun tidak. Jadi kita tengok the panel gap untuk kereta ni nampak quite consistent, dan panel gap yang antara plastik dengan besi juga nampak konsisten. Dan selalunya kita nak tengok panel gap ni, kita juga tengok dia punya bonnet lah. Bonnet kiri dan kanan tu adakah sama. Pasal kat situ selalunya dia permukaan besar yang bergerak ni, dia lari ya. So ni nampak konsisten lah. You just run your finger through this thing, you tengoklah dah rasa berbeza tak. Untuk yang ni rasa dia sama. So cara mudah lah untuk you nak check panel gap, you masukkan jari you run kiri dan kanan. Kalau tengok visually pun nampak macam sama lah kiri dan kanan. So panel gap ni dia dari si konsistensi dia, yang susah ni dekat sini bila dia bertemu dengan plastik kan. Yang ini dia tak ada bertemu dengan lampu. Soalnya kalau dia bertemu dengan lampu dia akan jadi besar sikit. Yang ni dia bertemu dengan plastik, so nampak so far line dia sama, konsisten. Dan kat bawah ni dia akan letak macam ni. Kalau you tengok nampak ada rubber seal. So rubber seal ni membantu untuk mengelakkan udara masuk ke bawah dan mengganggu dia punya aerodynamic performance lah. So kereta model ni memang aero performance dia agak critical lah. Selain daripada tu, yang ni juga kita tengok agak konsisten. Panel gap dia rapat sikit ke atas lah. Door, panel gap nampak sama. Yang ni agak konsisten, not bad. Kiri dan kanan hampir-hampir sama. Satu kecil sikit belah kanan pada belah kiri lah. But otherwise it seems to be quite consistent. So ni dia punya dalam boot dia. Dalam boot kereta ni kita tengok. You get a space saver spare KR22. KR23X, sorry. Temporary use only. Kenda. Reka bentuk ni memang satu reka bentuk yang susah nak dibuat ni. Tengok dia punya, tengok line ni, line cahaya ni. Line cahaya ni, yang horror yang nak buat ni. Kalau kita tengok line tu dia konsisten, flow dia. Dan itu yang akan menunjukkan dia punya surface treatment dia tu. Surface treatment tu masa dekat studio dah susah dah. Nah, you nak transfer the surface treatment masuk ke the stamping line, so that making sure that all your stamping die semua betul. Dan bila dihasilkan the final metal sheet tu pun betul, nak sambung, nak welding pada door frame, pada body frame semua, itu benda yang memang leceh lah. Dan bila Mazda buat macam ni, dia tak ada banyak. So kadang-kadang orang ada macam banyak pecah-pecah permukaan kan. Macam ni dia tak ada pecah permukaan tau. Tapi apa yang dia ada adalah gentle change in shape. Ada gentle scallop. So bila dia buat gentle scalloping tu, dia memang susah nak bagi dia consistent throughout. Dia memang it's a bit more difficult to achieve that consistency. But yet that's what Mazda likes to do. Kalau kita tengok daripada tepi ni, dari atas ni, dia keluar dan dia masuk balik. Masuk balik. Dan there's more negative surface daripada dekat sana. So there's a lot of very difficult surface play kat sini. And bila you tengok line cahaya tu, dia konsisten. Saya tarik ni, awak dia jadi macam Z kat situ kan. Yang masa dia berbatah balik tu, itu yang susah tu. Ini yang susah nak buat tu. Tapi dia punya pattern dia, flow dia cantik. Nampak dia berubah kan, flow dia cantik. So itu benda-benda yang susah nak capai dengan betul, susah nak dibentuk dengan betul untuk menjadikan kereta tu nampak cantik. Okey, aku tahu ada orang tanya harga semua ni, aku tak ada sekarang ni. Nanti datang baliklah petang sekali ke, mungkin dekat TikTok lah kita letak detail sikit harga ni, bisa dihantar digital press release. Aku tak ada masa nak buka kat sini, so aku bawa phone saja. Tapi harga dia memang ada perbezaan daripada sebelumnya, dan ada sikit overlap lah dengan CX5 yang basic model punya. So that's the thing. So yang ni ada ADAS level 2 sekarang. So ada cruise control level 2, so dia stop start capability. Jom kita tengok dalam sikit lah interior. Nak tengok dia punya quality dia macam mana. So let's take a look at sini. So the interior trim, this is typical of Mazda. They like to use multicolor punya trim. So this one has a very nice kind of brown interior. Not quite brown, tak tahu nak describe kali ni apa. This ni hitam, and this is soft plastic. Sini macam leather wrap, kind of. I don't know whether full leather atau real leather. Sini pun ada nice, it's a different kind of surface finishing. But all this is hard plastic lah. Of course Mazda still suka dengan chrome and metallic finish dengan piano black. So dekat tepi itu ada piano black juga dan hitam dan chrome. So dia punya seat ya ada two tone finish ya. Jadi kalau you tengok dekat sini is perforated, tapi the leather dekat bawah tu warna dia nampak macam lain sikit lah. So dia mungkin ada different surface treatment dengan interior treatment, so nampak quite nice. And it is contrast stitching, tapi the contrast very low contrast stitching. Dekat atas the brown leather tu lebih nampak dia punya contrast stitching lah. And dalam dia masih lagi lebih kurang sama. There some differences in terms of dia punya presentation lah, sebab ini ADAS 2.0 But other than that, sama. Using the same kind of finishing untuk door capping dan sebagainya. Seat belakang dia ni memang typically compact sikit lah. Quite cozy for large people. So it's something yang you kena consider kalau you nak beli kereta ni lah. Of course dia punya features dia lebih bagus. But if you need something bigger, then you might as well take a base model CX5 lah. Sekali kita tunjuk belakang dia, nice. It's all carpeted sampai ke tepi ni dan naik karpet setengah kereta kat tepi ni dah plastik. So Mazda nicely bagi plus karpet sampai ke atas Dan ada dia punya tie down hook kiri dan kanan. Dan kalau kita buka bawah ni, so dia ada tire and some foam lah untuk tools dan sebagainya. So foam ni bagus sebab dia juga noise absorption So dia memang akan membantulah dengan kereta ni lebih senyap. Dan bila kita bawa dulu pun CX30 ni, tengoklah dia punya review, ada hamba cari kat channel aku ada review dia yang CDU punya version. And memang it's a very premium feeling, small ataupun compact SUV. And among the Japanese aku rasa ni yang rasa feel paling premium And I like the paint. The paint quality from Mazda kat Kulim seems to be quite good. Tak ada orange peel selalu kat tepi ni typically ada orange peel tak ada So the paint quality is good. Even on this one, you tengok hardly any orange peel at all. It's a very nice paint quality. And this is the engine Kali ni dia hanya ada satu engine variant saja, iaitu 2 liter Skyactiv. So macam biasa Mazda punya Skyactiv ni dia running Miller cycle So this is a Miller cycle punya engine. We should give good decent fuel economy and also decent performance So overall not so much of an issue. Nice lah, dia ada macam this detailing macam ni aku suka dia letak rubber flap. I don't even understand kenapa dia perlu letak rubber flap. It looks like dia duduk naik sampai atas ni rubber flap ni, nampak ni. Is it an aero thing? Is it an airflow control thing? Depan ni ada rubber flap lagi, so ada small gap kat sini yang tak ada rubber flap. Ni dia punya indication untuk lampu punya And the engine mount is also quite complicated tengok ada bracing lagi kat sebelah sini. There must be a lot of work being done nak pastikan the NVH level is good. So it all shows up It all shows up in the final assessment bila you drive. That's why the car feels quiet. Another more padding. So kadang-kadang gap kat tepi-tepi ni kecil-kecil ni nampak macam tak ada apa, tapi it allows for noise and vibration to go out and then kadang-kadang masuk ke dalam cabin. So things like this nampak macam place very little. You don't really see, kenapa kau nak letak rubber seal kat sini, nak buat apa sini, bukannya ada apa kan. But no, it stops the noise from coming out into the cabin. And you see this ni I feel that this will allow noise to go in through here into the door and into the cabin. So that is why aku rasa dia letak this rubber skirt. I'm thinking that's the reasoning untuk this rubber skirt ni. Maksud bila kita tengok dia punya door seals, quite solid door seals and banyak layers of door seals So ini ada kat luar, dekat sini pun ada. So these are ways and means untuk manage NVH So NVH ni ada macam-macam cara untuk manage dengan seals and insulators, and also of course boleh guna active noise cancelling Active noise cancelling, ada satu kereta yang kita baru pandu uji baru-baru ni, ada active noise cancelling. Kereta apa? Mai baliklah dalam minggu ni minggu depan kita akan kongsikan kereta yang kita baru pandu uji yang ada active noise cancelling, yang saya rasa The approach is quite unique and the result is also quite unique. Okay, sampai situ je kita punya live hari ni. Aku rasa kalau korang nak lagi detail pasal kereta ni, kena datang balik, nanti kita akan buat a bit more detail punya presentation pasal kereta ni. Bila kita dapat dia punya test drive unit, kita akan buat full review lah. Okay? Tolong aku sikit, macam biasa tekan butang like, kongsi dengan kawan-kawan, komen banyak-banyak kat bawah. Dan of course subscribe dan tekan butang lonceng supaya tak ketinggalan bila kita buat video terbaru. Malaysia, apa yang berhemah. Jumpa lagi, insya-Allah.